Hi everyone, it's the English Simmer here, and you can all stop spamming my comment section. No, please continue. We are gonna be having a look at the Life is Strange 3 trailer. Life is Strange 3 got announced yesterday. I actually did do a live stream, however, I had to remove the VOD due to DMCA. You know, I don't want to get sued. And I absolutely adore Life is Strange games. I've had so many messages already, like, I've loved your channel since the first one. I watched that, fell in love with the game, can't wait to play this one with you. I'm so excited. So I have already seen this trailer, but we're going to be reacting to it, and then I'm going to be going through like step by step and also talking about the game further and what we know about it so far. Also, the trailer does have music in that I obviously don't own the copyright to, and I also know that we can't like just message Square Enix and be like, hey, we're okay to play this, right? So I'm not gonna be playing the music on this trailer. However, we do have the subtitles up, and I'll kind of talk you through like what the storyline is because I watched the more information. I'll link Square Enix's VOD of the whole thing. They go into more detail about the characters, who's playing them, and all of that. So I'll link that down below in case you want to see the more information. They're definitely hiding something. Alex, be careful. Life is Strange True Colors. So that's what it's called. It seems to be going really fast. This game is so pretty. I am so not over how pretty this game is. So this is Alex Chen. That's who we're going to be playing as. She's the main character. This is Haven, the world, the town that she moves to. She's been in the adoption, like, what do you call it? Adoption service, like, from being young. She is reunited with her brother Gabe in this small town set in Colorado. And then, unfortunately, we do know that her brother Gabe does pass away. And basically the game surrounds Alex trying to uncover the mystery behind Gabe's death. Steph Gringich from Life is Strange Before the Storm is back, and that's not the only thing you can romance Steph. If you don't know, in Life is Strange Before the Storm, Steph was a little Ladollar bean who was basically in love with Rachel Amber. She's so cute! I very much like felt a connection with Steph straight away because I was like, Steph is everything I wish I could have been in like secondary school. I came out like quite late in life. I was like 21 by the time I was out, and like Steph just like really resonated with me as a character, so I'm so glad that she's back. You can romance her or you can romance the dude. I can't remember his name right now, which is really bad, but he has like big golden retriever energy. And basically they're his two friends. Steph's a local radio DJ. He works in the record shop, I think, with her brother Gabe. And it's kind of just about these three people trying to find out what happened to her brother. There is a superpower. Alex is basically a superhero empath, which I love that. It kind of reminds me of the Sims 3 aliens, you know, when they like have the mood around them. This shot is my favorite. It's my favorite ever. Look at that. Oh, she looks so freaking cool. I may already have this set as my wallpaper. We aren't going to talk about it. I also love how it's called True Colors. However, as an English person, it does pain me that I'm going to have to write colors without a U for the algorithm so that people can find my gameplay of this. So it's published by Square Enix, the usual publisher of Life is Strange games, and is created by Deck9. This isn't the first time Deck9 have touched the Life is Strange universe. They actually created Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is why we see Steph coming back into it, because she was also in Before the Storm. You know, she was a fan favorite in that game. I actually like love the voice actor who plays, I was gonna call her Katie, but who plays Steph is called Katie Bentz. She actually streams over on Twitch. I love her. I like chill in her streams so often. season, and she's got to reprise her role of Steph, which I know how much that character means to her. Like, when Before the Storm came out, seeing her so hyped over something, and she's like constantly just supported Life is Strange in everything that they do. So I'm also buzzing for like Katie on one hand, because I'm like, dude, you get to bring back Steph. And then like obviously Alex looks like super, I never say the word dope, but she looks fucking dope. I love everything about this. I love the name. I love the sentiment behind it. Like I said, her superpower is basically she can tell what people are feeling. If she takes on too much, that can affect her emotions. This is beautiful. Obviously, last year we had Tell Me Why, which was actually created by Don't Nod, which was kind of like a Life is Strange game, but not 100%. Like, it wasn't part of the universe. It was just a game that very much was like heavily influence. Like, it had that same sort of vibe to it, like LGBTQ plus, and also like familial bonds and like the same sort of graphics. It was gorgeous, and this is like very much like that setting as well, which is nice because I love Tell Me Why as a game. I think Haven is such a cute town. Awesome the fact that we are getting an Asian American woman as the protagonist in this game who is also LGBTQ plus. You can pick who you want to romance. Hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that there'll be an option just to be friends with both of them as well. I think that could be super, super cute. We actually have an Asian American woman as a protagonist who is played by an Asian American voice actor, which is incredible. Erica is playing Alex, and also MXM Toon. I always mix up her name, but she is actually providing the voice. Again, another Asian American bisexual woman, which we are getting all the representation in this game. So thank you, Deck 9 and Square Enix, for that. Like, I think that's great that we're getting that LGBTQ and Asian American representation, and they've actually like done the work to hire those diverse voices. Like, it's not just like, oh, Alex is Asian American, but the person playing her isn't. Can we just talk about how in Before the Storm, Steph was a massive, like, nerd. You actually, as Chloe, get a chance to play D&D twice over in that game, and Steph is a dungeon master and, like, plays it with her best friend, Mikey, who is an icon in himself. She's wearing a lesbian flag D20 t-shirt. Yes, I may have already ordered myself a lesbian flag D20 shirt because I was like, when this comes out, I kind of want to play it as Steph, I'm not gonna lie. I need a haircut anyway. She's just out here serving the looks. So I think I'm gonna do a playthrough like dressed as Steph. The one terrible thing about this is it's gonna pain me to like have to play this game without sound the first time I play it. Because Life is Strange, one of my favorite things about these games is the soundtrack, and there's some incredible artists on the soundtrack. Like I said, MXM Toon is playing like Alex when she sings, but also Gabrielle Aplin and Phoebe Bridges. Like, the soundtrack is going to ruin me, and I have to play it without music the first time I play it over because DMCA. They do really remind me of Sims though. Like, when you can see the feelings, the emotion coming off them. I want to know if they were inspired by The Sims 4 at any point. Sims 4 Aliens. Oh, I just love Alex. I would honestly defend her with my life. Alex Chen hides her curse, the supernatural ability to absorb and manipulate the strong emotions of others. When her brother dies in a so-called accident, she must embrace her volatile power to find the truth and reveal dark secrets buried by the town. You know I love a good dark, deep secret. Welcome to Haven Springs. Deep in the mountains of Colorado, you'll find Haven Springs, a small mining town filled with beauty and mystery. Jesse's gonna love it. It's the mining town. As Alex, you'll discover the shocking secrets behind your brother's death in an emotional rollercoaster of an adventure, using your psychic power of empathy to change fate and change lives. Forge deep relationships, build trust with the townsfolk, and embrace friendship or romance. Ryan! He's not called Kenny. He's called Ryan. I am so sorry to this man. The gay just jumped out and I was like, Steph. Puppy eyes for Steph. A truly personal story. Make tough decisions and choose your own future. Freely roam the streets. Now that is an intriguing point, because not only have they changed up the formula in Life is Strange 3, if you've never played a Life is Strange game before, they are usually released in episodes. They're like an episodical, story-driven, choice-based game, and so every couple of months they'll release like a 3-hour episode so that you can like play it and then calm down, get your emotions in check, and then go and play the next one when it comes out. I actually liked the episodical releases. All of the Life is Strange games have been like that. However, this one is different because they're not releasing it in episodes, so on September the 10th, when this comes out, they're gonna release the whole game. And it also kind of feels like a little bit open worldy. Obviously, it all takes place in a very small town. However, that like being able to like freely roam the streets, it doesn't really feel like, I'm sure it will direct you through the story and stuff, but it feels like you get to like explore a little bit more. Like we saw Alex walking past the bench and like trying to change someone's emotions in the little demo that they played. And so I'm wondering, like, can you just like walk through the streets like as you wish and like tell your own story? And it's all coming out at once. There's no episodes. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I hope it's like the same amount of playtime as a regular Life is Strange game, because I would hate to just like be able to play it all in a day and then just like miss it forever. Stores and hidden spaces of Haven Springs and meet unforgettable characters. I'm so sorry this is so small. Find your voice, decide Alex's style with up to 24 outfits, so you know every single day I'm gonna be changing my look. Exclusive soundtrack. This is the Ultimate Edition, so you get all of this if you buy the Ultimate Edition, which is available on Steam, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X, Series S, you know the drill, and also Stadia as well. New tracks by MXM Tune, Novo Amor, who I've never listened to, but I am intrigued. I know MXM because, funnily enough, she was the front cover of Diva when my interview in Diva was, so technically we're like besties, you know. Hey bestie! An extensive licensed song including Radiohead. Alex actually does a cover of Creep, which was shown in the Square Enix livestream yesterday. Unfortunately, can't play it here because DMCA gods say no. Phoebe Bridgers. My heart's gonna be ripped out of my chest. Gabrielle Aplin, incredible, incredible singer-songwriter, and more. Wavelengths, step into Steph's boots as an all-new radio show host for KRCT, Haven's best and only radio station. Over 4 seasons, discover more about Steph's past, maybe how she got out of Arcadia Bay before the events of the first Life is Strange game, perhaps. Like, maybe there's gonna be a little sprinkle of Chloe and Rachel and Max in there. I really want to know more about Steph. Her relationships as she makes her mark on the record store, uncovers its secrets, and decides her future. So that's actually extra DLC if you... I think if you purchase the deluxe version. I know you definitely get it if you get the Ultimate Edition, which is the most expensive. You're the DJ, choose records for the playlist, ad-lib your way through local commercials, and help Steph compose an original song. I don't know how this is going to go down when I play it on YouTube and Twitch. With all of these songs and stuff, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Wait! There is D&D references. If you didn't know, I've got super into Critical Role over lockdown, okay? And so, like, my D&D nerdiness, I've yet to play a game, I've yet to create a character, I do kind of want to push myself this year to join one of my friends' like one-shots or something so that I can play it. But roll the dice. Give D20 powered advice to callers with problems both serious and mundane. GM a tabletop RPG. So there is that connection. And reach out to connect with an old friend. Mikey, perhaps? Maybe. Small town pride. Swipe left or right on Steph's dating app matches and join Steph as she reminisces about formative pride's past. This is why I love Steph. She's my little Ladola bean, and I want to protect her and Alex from the world, just like I wanted to protect Rachel, Max, and Chloe. All new soundtrack. So this is all part of Steph's story. Girl in Red, Alt J, Portugal, Haley Kiyoko, Marabou State, and more set the tone for Steph's journey. She's a big old gay. What else can I say? Also, there is a remastered version of Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm coming out. If you purchase the Ultimate Edition, you get those, I think, when this comes out. And then if you don't want to purchase True Colors, you can get these at a later date. They will be released separately. You'll get to play as Alex Chen. At the age of 21, she travels to Haven Springs for a chance to reunite with her estranged brother. Alex is sharp and witty, but initially keeps her distance from others in hopes of hiding her curse. Very, very like Max when you think about it, like trying to push people away because of her power. Alex has long suppressed her curse, the natural ability to experience, absorb, and manipulate strong emotion of others. So this is where kind of the choice-based element is going to come in as well. Like, it doesn't just affect the dialogue, it's like how you choose to manipulate people's emotions. Like, they could probably go one way or the other depending on how you see fit to handle the situation, which she sees as blazing coloured auras. However, Alex must embrace her volatile power to help solve the mystery that haunts Haven Springs. When Alex's brother dies in a tragic so-called accident, Alex senses there's a larger story behind what happened to him and sets out to discover the truth. Only Alex, using her psychic power of empathy, can uncover what really happened. In doing so, she'll uncover the dark secrets buried by the small town. Steph looks so good. Alex will need to build trust with the town folks to understand what happened to her brother. She'll also meet two new friends who will support her through the investigation. Ryan, a kind-hearted, dorky park ranger. I do love him. I think he's a sweet boy. I hope he's a sweet boy. Like, I do feel like, okay, Daniel and Sean aside, because they were sweet boys, but, like, I do feel like every other man in the Life is Strange world has been an asshat. Like, I would like one time for maybe a man in these games to just be a sweet boy, to, like, want to help me, not because he wants to get in my pants, but just because he wants to help. And I feel like Ryan might be that sweet boy. Fingers crossed. We can only hope. Please don't be a wet wipe Warren or a frickin' Elf on the Shelf. I can't even remember his name. I just know Twitch chat calls him Elf on the Shelf. And Steph, a local radio DJ and LARP enthusiast. Such a nerd. Whether these friendships spark something more is entirely up to you. So to me, that sounds like you can choose to just have a friendship with the both of them if you want to. This is so gorgeous. Look at this town. You lot know I'm in love with Winona Earp. Like, this just gives me those vibes. It reminds me of being in Tennessee when I went to go see Taylor Swift. I love it. I think it's so damn cute. And not being able to travel right now, this is perfect. I just get to go to Haven Springs. All about making tough decisions which impact your story and Alex's future. Now, with a new level of freedom for the series, you can roam the streets, stores, and hidden spaces of Haven Springs, solving puzzles and helping the local townsfolk with your power. In the end, it will be down to your choices that will help Alex decide whether she can make this remote Colorado town somewhere she can finally call home. Does this sound like your kind of game? Absolutely. So that's it. That pretty much sums up all we know about Life is Strange 3, Life is Strange True Colors. I am so looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing a playthrough of it. I don't know how I'm gonna set it out. I probably will still do it like in the 40 to 50 minute parts that you lot are used to when it comes to Life is Strange. I'll play it on YouTube first over. I'll do like all my videos on it, and it's gonna be weird because it's not episodical. But I also kind of like that because I think everyone's Let's Plays are going to feel a little bit different depending on like what we find and when we find it, especially if we have that like open world freedom. So that's going to be kind of cool to see because we've never really had that in the Life is Strange series. And then I will probably like explore it on my Twitch as well because let's be real, I'm not going to want to stop playing. I will be playing Wavelengths as well, which is Steph's DLC. I'm going to be playing it all. I'm very, very excited for it. I hope you lot are too. If you've watched any of my Life is Strange series throughout the years, thank you so much. Like, I always go on about this game and like, it's not a joke. Like, this is second to The Sims when it comes to my favorite game ever. Like, the first one I played through when I was really, really questioning my sexuality, and it just like, it helped me leaps and bounds when it came to that and accepting who I was. So, like, being able to play a third one and still having that LGBTQ plus representation is incredible. My little Ladola Bean is back in Steph. I'm excited. I hope you're all excited for it too. Thank you so much. It makes me reminisce and be like, just thank you for all the years we've got to play these really cool ass games together. I really appreciate you all for sticking around, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye now. I'm Steph. Is that Steph? Like, Steph as in Before the Storm, Steph?